married for 28 years to my husband, who is being deported right now by ICE. 28 years. He's been here over 30 years, and I want everybody to know, nobody gives a shit if you have family, if you have kids. They don't give a shit if they're taking your husband or your father away. They are taking my husband away. These are FBI agents who work for Border Patrol. Okay? I want everybody to know, my family was just separated. They have taken my kid's father, and they don't give a shit. They have taken my husband away. I want everybody to know. They have taken my husband away. They don't care if they're separating families. Please, I need somebody to help me. I want everybody to know what they're doing. They are taking my husband away. They don't give a shit.
Damn, that's so bad of these ICE agents to do what they're doing, taking away your husband who came to the country illegally. I'm so sorry for you. Ah, the tears always taste good.
I don't know if you heard about the Colombian students who some of them were abducted by ICE, but also even...
They weren't abducted by ICE, but let me just ask you this.
Yes.
The individuals you're talking about is someone like, remind me of his name, Mahmoud Khalil.
Yes.
Okay. He was actually passing material around the university that had at the bottom of it stamped Hamas. One second. In the United States, Hamas is a designated terrorist organization. When you pass material that is sponsored by the terrorist organization, that is illegal to do. Not only is it illegal for me to... One second. Not only is it illegal for me and for you to do that, it is the most illegal thing to do for somebody that is here temporarily on a visa. So it's not that he was saying something like, I support Palestine. If he got locked up for that, I would say, screw Trump, he's a fascist. But it's because he was passing material on campus that had stamped on the bottom of it Hamas's thing, which is illegal to do under various U.S. codes that we have. My man, what's up?
Someone who's in a country illegally is not being abducted when they're being taken back to their country. It's just a free flight back to the country that they tried to leave. It's really that simple.
Can we stop teaching kids that calling adults Mr. or Mrs. or Miss so-and-so outside of school, where I get it, but outside of that, can we stop teaching them that is like being respectful? Because like, isn't the more respectful thing to do to just ask an adult what they would like to be called?
How about new?
No, for a minute, Emerson.
So you decided to cry to the very people you hate and want to get rid of because of the fact that someone took off my face diaper. You people are hilarious. Before we get back into the video, if you guys have enjoyed the video thus far, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and hit the bell so that you're notified when a video comes out. And let us get back into the video.
So the men who work for ICE are small, pathetic, can't get any cat type men. I mean, if you like boots so much and licking them, you might as well have a woman crush your little gonads with them. So ladies, anytime you meet an ICE member or a guy secretly like lets it go during a date or something, because those type of men can't get any dates, go ahead and show him your favorite pair of boots and stomp him to oblivion. He's gonna love it.
Isn't it funny how the community who talk about body shaming and how you should never do it are the very same people who, when they don't like you or disagree with you, lead with body shaming. They don't want you to do it, but when they do it, all of a sudden it's a good thing.
Liberal doesn't even know what he's protesting.
Democracy protect. Our democracy.
What is fascism?
That's a good question.
Yeah. You have a sign that says attacking the press is fascism, so what is fascism?
Democracy, protect our democracy.
What is it?
What is fascism?
What is fascism?
You're the one with the sign, sir.
Yes, what is fascism?
Democracy, protect.
You don't know what you're holding?
Democracy, protect.
This is a sign.
Democracy, protect.
It says attacking the press is fascism.
What is fascism?
Is fascism.
What is fascism? When you say this
That is the question of
action,
the day, isn't it? What
can
is
you answer it?
fascism? You tell me.
You're the one with the sign, sir.
That's correct. I'm the one with the sign.
Yeah.
You're the one who knows what fascism is.
You
Why
don't.
you
So
tell me?
I'm the one that knows what it is, and
So
you're
why
admitting
you
you
tell me
don't know what it
fascism
is? You're admitting you
Tell me
don't know what it is.
fascism is. Tell me what fascism is.
Why are you holding a
Tell
sign
me
if
what
you don't know what
fascism is.
fascism
Tell me
is?
what fascism is. You tell me what fascism is.
Why are you
okay?
holding a sign? Why are you asking me to give you definitions on the words on your sign?
Have you been to college?
Have you?
No.
What
No.
would be your definition? If someone asked you, like me here today, or like, oh, what is fascism? I've never heard of that. How is that fascism? What is fascism? What would you say to someone?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's really no surprise here. You can see this guy has no testosterone running through his body. Just listening to him speak, looking at him, you could already tell. These people are just useful idiots who don't know what they're talking about, but they will continue to parrot the same things over and over again, hoping that you would fall for the same stupid ideas that they fall for.
I made it up and out of the house again today. Good job. New clothes. Y'all, you would think that middle-aged white men might have picked a cue or two in this day and age, and they just haven't. A middle-aged white man came up to me as I was loading my car at Sam's asking if I needed help. No, sir, I don't actually. I do this for a living. And then B goes, well, can I ask for some help? And I was like, what do you need? He was like, well, I'm a medical sales rep and my wallet's 30 miles away and I just need some gas. And I was like, no. What I should have said is, you should know better than to ask a woman who's alone that question. But I didn't say that. I just said no. I said, I'm here for work. Those are the resources that I have. And it's the truth. I'm here for work. And those are the resources that I have. Also, just, ew. Figure it out. Figure out life, bro.
Yeah, I don't think anybody is speaking to you or anybody wants to speak to you. You can make this video making yourself feel good, but yeah, you're just making up an imagination in your mind like your whole community continuously does.
I'll be right back. I would have taken the shirt off. All right, who's got a new shirt? Jesus, holy fuck. Holy shit.
From yesterday, it seems you got targeted specifically.
Yeah. They don't seem to like us touching the fence, so I'm just gonna touch the fence.
It seems, I mean, from yesterday, it seems you got targeted specifically.
Yeah. Oh, I came here. I didn't have a purpose in life. As all of us are, we're a little crazy. We are lunatics. A lot of us are lunatics. And we're lunatics because bad thing happened to us, and it's natural to go crazy. You can't be sane and expect to survive horrifying experiences. So, that's what happened.
So you decided to do something stupid and then suffer the consequences for doing something stupid, but you're the victim. Right.
You're at the ICE facility here in Portland, Oregon. What brings you out?
Well, lots of issues. I think there's so many we can't even count them.
Give me a few.
Let's see. The president is closing down the government because he doesn't want the Epstein files out, and he's a pedophile. He's already an adjudicated sexual abuser. 26 other people accused. So President Pedo, hard to respect. So let's just keep the government closed so nobody knows what's happening.
What about the Epstein files? How come Biden didn't release them?
I think they assumed the DOJ would be on it.
Because they could have buried Trump if they would have released those.
They should have.
So
Definitely
maybe Trump's not on him.
Oh, he's on him. The girls are going to talk.
The girls are
going to talk. Leave it to the women. It's also upset about Portland because of what happened in 2020.
Describe to me what it's like living in Portland.
Big fat giant orange baby. I love it. I've been here all my life. I'm a 4th generation Oregonian. I have a 5th generation daughter and a 6th generation grandson. I'm a local physician.
The lack of self-awareness with these people is so funny. You're wearing a clown costume, not understanding that that is a perfect illustration of who you are and your ideology.
No way! Whoa! He just got little on him. Oh! 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 Oh!
Can anyone tell me what fascism is? What do you think about the protest?
What are we protesting?
They're protesting fascism.
Oh, okay.
That's good, right? What is fascism?
I believe it's the idea of communism, or aligns with the thoughts of communism.
Oh no, these people are not protesting communism. You said you guys are protesting communism. You guys wouldn't dare do that, would you? We've got the typical ICE is deporting Jesus. Jesus was not a human trafficker or a drug smuggler, so that's actually not happening. Robbing the poor to make the rich richer is fascism. Normalizing abuse of power is fascism. My goodness, who demanded that you get a shot in your body or you get fired? Or not allowed to be in public or anything like that. Illegal detention is fascism. Ignoring due process is fascism. Inciting violence is fascism. Inciting violence and hatred is fascism. It's funny because it's kind of like they're holding up signs about themselves and they're just telling on their, like, they're like, hey, I incite violence and I incite hatred, especially against this woman right here, and that's fascism. Are they just holding up signs that describes why they're fascists?
Same thing, different day. Come out onto the street, hold signs, don't want to be asked questions, but want everybody to believe in what you believe in, disturb everybody else, do not know what you're talking about, don't know what you're protesting, and think that you are the one who is correct. Make it make sense.
Like all the protesters showed up. And right now, what are we specifically looking for as we are driving around?
We are inside this plaza called Elgin, so we have a lot of targets that frequent this area. All right, go ahead. We'll take it down. Come on, let's take it down.
Look, now you have all the protesters coming. He's right there.
Get the f out! I'm here!
Look, all the protesters showed up. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Jeez. There they are, those two right there. Those two right there.
That lady hit our car, so if we had like more people, she would have got arrested.
Really? Yeah,
But it's only
multiple people hit the car.
This will always continue to surprise me, but then at the same time not surprise me. And I know that's an oxymoron, but they're flying the flag of the country that they claim they love and that ICE is trying to send them back to, while flying that flag in a country that they claim they hate, but they don't want to leave that country for the country that they claim they love. This is literally the mentality of all of these idiots. It does not make any sense, and trying to reason with people like this is just not going to work. They're beyond reason. As you see, they engage in things like cognitive dissonance.
Let's do breaking news now. Immigration, Customs and Enforcement has just revealed in the last short time a police officer working in Illinois is an illegal immigrant. Radule Bajovic works for the Hanover Police Department. He graduated from the academy in August, but he has been living in the U.S. illegally for a decade after his tourist visa expired in 2015. His illegal status was discovered as part of Operation Midway. So we wanted to bring you the very latest on that.
Y'all, I gotta tell you, it's not fun to be the friend who's letting everyone know the sky's falling. If you've got a friend who's a pattern recognizing machine, who seems to be like extra anxious about the state of the world and they're letting you know the sky's falling, if they're saying, hey, are you paying attention? Because not only is the sky falling, there are structural reasons that the sky is no longer being held up. There are people financially benefiting from the slow breaking of that spot in the sky that's breaking right now in the pieces that are falling. The sky is literally falling over there already and coming down on human beings in real time. The sky is falling, and not only is the sky's falling on purpose. The sky's falling because it was intended to. The sky is falling because the people are supposed to feel the pain of the sky fall without realizing it's gone until it's gone. If you have a friend that came out to you in the last few years and said, hey, I'm neurospicy, I'm on the spectrum with my brain somewhere in a different way, and I wanted to let you know, and you're going, I don't really know why you feel the need to tell me this. Because they need someone to understand that they're not being understood. If you have a friend who's letting you know that the sky is falling and they want to talk about why the sky is falling, but also why you should care that the sky is falling, I'm letting you know, look up. Just take a minute. Just take a minute and pause whatever life-filling things that we're doing. I get that we need to do, and look up. And at least admit that you see that the sky is falling. Because I'm letting you know, as the friend who sees the cracks and the shards and the literal destruction below the areas the sky has done falled, apathy's the hardest part. Apathy is literally the hardest part. The fact that none of the people with Boy Bible are flipping tables like that. You want to walk like you walked, man. Flip the tables, man. It's time for apathy to stop. Just look up. Just look up.
Yeah, I'm not responding to anything you just said. You just proved everything that I believe in the fact that you have the bull nose ring piercing followed by the stupid things that you said. Good job.
If you're an American who is considering leaving the country to move somewhere else, make sure that the location you choose isn't based off of fear and lack mentality. I regret moving to Costa Rica. It's a beautiful country. I love the nature and wildlife, but moving to a third world country where I don't know the language, I don't have any connections, resources, or opportunities, that didn't make my life any easier by any means. I was just so scared of what's going on in America politically that I was in fight or flight. I was like, how am I gonna afford to survive? Like, how am I gonna find a place to live? Like, I was freaking out. And then I came here and made my life so much harder. And now I'm trying to go back, and I just wish I didn't leave in the first place. And it's so weird to want to move to America right now with everything that's going on, but I just left so many privileges and resources behind, and I want them back. It sucks. But I kind of grew up in an interesting way. I was the poorest person in the wealthiest rooms throughout most of my childhood. I was extremely wealthy till I was age 6. I had this beautiful waterfront mansion with a private beach and pool, and then my parents got divorced and I ended up with a parent who didn't have money. So we were living out of trailers and hotels and lower income housing, but I was still in these really wealthy situations. I was in private school and cotillions and dance lessons, and I always thought that I was so poor because I was the poorest person that I knew. And all of my friends had millionaire and billionaire parents. Now that I've traveled, I've seen real poverty, and I'm oh, I wasn't poor. But as a kid, I had these really luxurious vacations through my friends and family members where my first introduction to Costa Rica, it was when I was 17 years old. I came with my friend's family and we stayed at exclusive resorts. We were having lunch at the Four Seasons, and same with my Hawaii experiences. My
family friends took me and we stayed at the Grand Wailea and the Hyatt, all these really fancy luxury resorts, and we would explore the areas too, but you know, living in Nonavale or Pahoa is very different than taking a vacation at the Grand Wailea or Four Seasons. So, you know, my travels and moves, I've really realized how privileged I've been, and there's a lot of things that like made me run away from LA and Orange County, some traumatic experiences and terrible people. But I left a lot of resources and great people behind, and I need to be in those environments again. I really miss luxury environments.
So all of that propaganda that has been continuously pushed by you idiots doesn't actually work when you live in reality and not in your head, in your imagination. So all of a sudden, America is actually not the worst country in the world, and you know, moving to a third world country is actually not a good idea. But yeah, you know, importing people from these countries is definitely a good idea, to import them to America or Western countries, you know, because there's nothing gonna happen wrong there. But yeah, good job. It seems like you're realizing a little bit just how stupid your ideology is, but of course, as per usual, I don't think you'll actually come to the conclusion you should come to, but hey, keep doing you.